Hello friends, Jennifer Pearson here, Thistle Gypsy, doing another review of the National Geographic cards, and kind of done a series of this. So this is the Amazing Animals deck. So cool. And there are many ways that you could kind of sort these. Like there's, I can't remember what kind. Doesn't have a cat, I can't remember. Anyway, some kind of monkey here with a baby, and I think that there's a cheetah in here with a baby. I'm not sure if this, so you could sort them different ways. I sorted them first. I wanted to sort out what I call the ungulates. Ungulates. They, I don't know that they're all cloven hooved, but I think in this deck they're all cloven hooved. But they're grazers. They're the grazing animals. And when I just was the first time I flipped through the deck, it just seemed like there was a lot of them. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to separate them out, just see how much there is. And I can't remember if there were 11 or so. Anyway, a fair number. And then about, I guess because I put this on top, this is a bat, by the way, that the ungulates were second, and the kind of miscellaneous category was the highest, had the most. So that's good. That's what I want. So you know, it's impossible to get all animals in an animal deck, or it would fill this room. You know? So yes, I can be a little picky about what's missing, or what, like there's 2 buffalo cards in here, bison. It's like, why? You know, you've got so many creatures in the world, why? But I was very excited to see certain things, to see rhinos and, you know, all kinds of things. So here we go, walkthrough. And I should say, so that's a bat, that so I have these cards and I intend to use them for divination purposes, but that's not what they were intended for. They just call them playing cards. I'm sure they're intended for kids, you know, as much as anything. One thing I don't think I ever showed people, it's kind of the size of it. You can kind of tell, but this is the Centennial in a tin, and so they're a little wider, a little taller than the tin. Okay. But it's my intention to create meanings for these, and some of them, you know, a bat. We already have associations with bats, right? So that can be relatively intuitive. And a squirrel, or squirrels, okay? Elephants, you know, some of them are kind of automatic for me already. This is another one. I just love that picture of the hippo, and I'm glad that they have a hippo in here, and I'm glad that it's this silly sort of a picture to me. Horse, which I didn't include with the ungulates, because they do have the single hoof, and most of the other ones were all cloven hooved, and so I kept the cloven hooved together. We have 3 bears. We have panda, polar, and brown bear. We have kangaroos, porcupines, so it's like porcupines but no skunks, warthogs. You know, so part of it, I wonder, is being able to find cheap images, or what? Meerkats. In part because I look at this meerkat picture and I think there are so many good meerkat pictures out there. So many cool, and this is my same nitpicky thing I was doing with the mankind thing. Some armadillos, prairie dogs, deer, and again, you know, this deer. So we're entering now with the deer. We're entering the ungulates, the cloven hooved. Yeah. Bison. So I really like this for the bison card, but then they have to have another one. Why? Why? I don't get that. Anyway, moose. Happy to see moose in here. Cardstock is pretty darn sturdy. You know, as I'm pulling them out, I'm thinking, do I have one card or two? It's pretty sturdy. I think it's water buffalo. Yeah, water buffalo, rhino, some kind of gazelle, camel. So a lot of iconic African animals. So those were all of the ungulates right there. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there aren't that many. I thought we went through them pretty fast. Big cats is the next category, is the big cats. So we have cheetah. I'm guessing this is a female lion, but it's either female or a juvenile female or a juvenile male. But they also have the man with the mane. And they have two tigers. I believe this is a Siberian, and this is a Bengal. But you know, and they are different. The Siberian is much bigger. But most people are not going to. Most people in the United States are not going to have a big sense of distinguishing between one tiger and another. So why do that? Pumas. This is a serval. Maybe a serval might not be all that big, but they are a wildcat. Okay, so now we're into the primates. Primates. And this is one that I just have a problem with. Alright, so this is a gorilla. No. And it looks like an unhappy, grumpy, angry, I'm about to charge you gorilla, as opposed to what people have promoted for quite a long time of the gorillas being quite peaceful creatures. So I would have expected to see one sitting down, not looking pissed off. But there we go. Orangutan. And what was this? A vervet monkey. And this is just says monkeys, doesn't say what kinds. More babies. A lemur. So now we're getting into kind of like this is just a thing in a tree. I don't think that is primate. I don't know what they are. Well, this is a lemur. This is, oh, they're both lemurs. Okay, I don't know. Are lemurs monkeys? I don't know. Again, it's other things in trees. Sloth. Koala. I don't know. Galago? Is it gonna... It looks like Galago to me. Alright, and so now we're into... well, I'll start with fox. Now, fox are not in the canine family. They're supposedly more related, I think, to cats. In any case, the dog-like animals. And we have the cape. They call them hunting dogs. Okay, coyote. Wolf. And that's it for those. Reptiles. Do reptiles take us out? Yep, reptiles and amphibians are what we have next. Iguanas. Chameleon. I think this is a rattlesnake. Yes, a rattlesnake. Well, I would have thought that was an emerald boa, but they're calling it a green tree python in Australia. Beautiful snake in any case. and of a different type than the rattlesnake, which is more of a ground snake. So, but again, do we need 2 snakes? I don't know. Crocodile? No. Yes, crocodile. Not an alligator, it's a croc. And then we have 2 turtles, again, kind of like the snakes. Here we have the sea turtle, baby sea turtle. And here we have a Galapagos tortoise, right? So a land animal. So we have sea and land. For some reason we have 2 frogs. We have the leaping frog, which is great to have a leaping frog. But then we also have, and I don't know that these are poison variety. Usually the brightly colored ones are poisonous. They're calling it harlequin tree frogs. So we're into amphibians, obviously. Only 3 amphibians represented. And a newt. So 2 frogs and a newt to represent the amphibians. So there you go. And again, it's my intention to try to read with these, so I will need to do some research. Like we have a newt, but not a salamander. I don't know how much difference there is in those. So I'll be inventing my own meanings for each of these cards. But I will test them for their intuitive readability by doing deck interviews with them as well. But not today. And just like with the Magnificent Mankind, the deck does not fit back in the box. And in order to get it out of the box, I had to use scissors to get this, just to slip it in there. So I had to put scissors in the slot here and just sort of pry it open. And then the cards, you know, when I shook it, the cards came out. But they're in there so tight, and there's no way I'm getting them back in there that I can see. Well, maybe. Oh, they did go back in. Alright, I take it back. They went back in. I'll have to try. I'm not sure I'll be able to get the flap in. Nope, there it goes. It requires some ingenuity, some pushing. I'll have to try again with the Magnificent Mankind, see if I can get that back in the box. Anyway, there you go. Quickie walk through and look at what's represented in the Amazing Animals playing cards for anyone who might be interested in getting that as an animal divination deck. Alright, take care everybody. See you later. Bye-bye.